Thank you so much for joining me in today's video because I have an update for you guys regarding the Arizona housing market. I have an update for you guys regarding inventory levels, home sales, and also home prices, which by the way, based on my own analysis of the Arizona Realtors Association's data here, home prices, or I should say the median sold price, is at an 8-month low statewide in Arizona right now. So I have a lot to share in today's video, but by the way, if you guys are new here, I invite you to subscribe to this channel right now because I post frequent housing market updates so you guys can make a more informed decision about whether to buy or sell a house right now. So thank you so much for doing that. Help me reach 100,000 subscribers by year end. I appreciate you. So let's begin today's video. This report, by the way, covers single family houses, condos, townhomes, and apartments. So based on listings, let's have a look at that first, which by the way, I should mention that they define a listing as an active listing or a pending home sale. So not a closed home sale. This is houses actually for sale, but also houses under contract with a home buyer. Therefore, I'm going to share inventory levels excluding pending home sales according to altosresearch.com here very, very soon. So according to them, listings is down by 19.9% year over year. Now this is quite a turnaround because from 2021 to October 2022, a big increase. Now it reversed. Now we're down 8,000. So we saw a gain of 8,000 from October 2021 through October of 2022. Now it's reversed, a decrease of 8,000, down 19.9% year over year. Now let's have a look at inventory levels according to altosresearch.com because this excludes contracts being signed, it excludes pending home sales. So for the 7 days ended October 27th, there was nearly 15,000 houses for sale in Arizona. 1 year ago, there was about 20,887. This means there's approximately 28% fewer homes for sale in Arizona compared to 1 year ago. Now, much different compared to this report here, only down by 19.9% when including pending home sales. Now, having said that, we're down 28% year over year, but we're much lower that compared to pre-COVID levels. So right now, about 15,000 houses for sale. At the same time frame in 2019, there was nearly 22,000. Also, in early November 2018, there was nearly 28,000 houses for sale. This means we have approximately 46% fewer homes for sale compared to the same time frame in 2018. Okay, let's change gears slightly here and talk about closed home sales in Arizona, down 8.4% this October compared to October of 2022. Also, when looking at closed home sales from 2 years ago, there was nearly 12,000. Now there's nearly 7,000. So therefore, we have 42% fewer closed home sales this October compared to October of 2021. It's actually much worse than that when looking at 2020 though, because back then there was around 13,500 closed home sales. So this means we have about 50% fewer sales right now compared to 2020. All right, let's talk about the median sold price in Arizona here. 332,357. That's down 5.3% year over year. Now, here is something they don't mention. They mention only the prices in October 2022, 21, and 20, right? So in comparing numbers from October of 2020, we're only a gain of 23%. So prices only increased by 23% over the past 3 years now. Now here's a big change though, because when I made this video 1 month ago, the increase in prices from September of 2020 through September of 2023 was a giant increase of 51%. Now it's only a gain of 23%. Here's something you guys should be aware of as well, because the median sold price right now at 332,000 is an 8-month low. The lowest prices we've seen going back to February this year When at that time, the median sold price was at $320,000. But wait, there's more, because look at this giant decrease compared to last month. Last month, the prices were at $365,000. Now it's at $332,000, a decrease of 9% in one single month. Absolutely crazy. On top of that, this is much worse compared to what happened 1 year ago. In October of 2022, compared to September of 2022, we saw a decrease of 3.1%. Now it's a giant decrease of 9% month over month. Additionally, this decrease of 9% month to month is the biggest decrease going back to at least February of 2022. There's one more thing I want to mention regarding prices here in the state here. Year over year, again, down by 5.3% right now. This is actually the first yearly decrease since May this year. From June through September, we saw year-over-year increases. And in fact, in August, we saw an all-time record high for prices. So this decline of 5.3% is the first time that prices have decreased since May, when at that time we saw a decline of 4.1%. Let's also talk about the month supply here. The month supply is at 3.8 months, which is a gain of 6.9% compared to October of 2022. One thing that I mention every single month here, I do not agree with them regarding that a 6-month supply is a balanced real estate market. A balanced real estate market implies that neither a buyer nor a seller has a competitive advantage over the other. I would urge the Arizona Realtors Association to have a better look at this, because if the month supply went from 3.79 months to 6 months, we would not have a balanced real estate market. We would have more of a buyer's market, because that'd be a big increase going from less than 4 months supply to a 6-month supply. But let me comment below with your thoughts regarding this. I think this is maybe historically speaking, that would be normal. But because inventory levels have been so low in 2020 and 2021, and we're still at fairly low levels right now, to have a 6-month supply would definitely not be a buyer's market in my personal opinion. But leave me a comment below with your thoughts regarding that. So regarding inventory as well, one thing I do want to mention as well is inventory over the past couple of years is very, very interesting here. So inventory levels in Arizona really spiked in the summer months and also the spring months last year. It peaked around November, which is highly unusual. Right now, as you guys can see here, inventory is basically going straight up here. Whereas last year, this time, inventory was still increasing, but not increasing the same rate. So kind of interesting dynamics here. The spring months, inventory was skyrocketing last year. The spring months this year, inventory was relatively flat. But ever since really September, inventory has basically been going straight up here. Whereas last year, it was increasing, but not increasing the same rate. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens to inventory levels here, because this is a similar trend we're seeing on a national level, if you guys follow the channel, because inventory on a national level is still rising, which again is highly unusual. If that continues, that'll put downward pressure on prices in the months to come, coupled with the fact that prices tend to decrease already during this time of year due to seasonality. All right, let's have a look at how fast or how slow houses are selling in Arizona. So the median days in the market, that's a time frame when a home seller lists their house for sale until they accept an offer from a home buyer. It's not measured though until the house actually closes though, or the sale is finalized. So this is very much a lagging indication of our U.S. housing market of about 1 to 2 months. So when rates were at 7% about 2 months ago. In any case, the median days in the market is at 42 days. 1 year ago, it was at 56 days. So houses selling about 14 days faster right now compared to 1 year ago. Also, houses are still selling faster compared to pre-COVID levels as well. So 42 days in the market right now. Looking at 2019 is also at 56 days. And in 2018, it was at 49 days. Also interesting to see here that days in the market was basically going straight up last year. The trough was at 14 days in June 3rd, but by the time we hit October 28th, we're at 56 days. That's a huge increase in a short period of time. Whereas this year, days in the market has been relatively flat ever since June this year. Of course, will that change given the fact that average 30-year fixed rate mortgage rates have been above 7% for quite some time now, over 1 month now. Let's also have a look at the share of price reductions as well. So right now that share is at 42%, which means on average 4 of every 10 houses for sale have reduced their asking prices already. Compare this to the national average, this is a little bit higher. The national average was at 39% right now, according to Altos Research.com. So 42% right now, much lower compared to 1 year ago at 58%, also higher compared to 2021 and 2020, but also higher compared to 2019 at 35.7 and also 2018 at 39%. And with that said, please comment below your biggest takeaways from today's video. Also, if you guys got any value out of this video whatsoever, then please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that. Of course, appreciate you. Hope you have an awesome day. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.